My name's Hamish. Going to talk to you a little bit about our little event, Rhythm and Vines, that was started 11 years ago. We had a little pub band called Big Men on Campus, which was a bit of a tongue-in-cheek reference, but we had a little club night at the Captain Cook Hotel on a Wednesday night, and I guess it was my first experiences as a project manager, just organising the band, getting some flyers made up and encouraging all our friends. That really encouraged my friend Tom. One night at a Scarfy party, said, "Hey Hamish, why don't we get your band to perform at a little party at the end of the year, and we could maybe get a batch somewhere, friends in Hawke's Bay or Nelson or Taupo, maybe on the front lawn of their batch, and get your band to perform." And at that stage, nothing really happened in New Zealand for New Year's Eve. People would go to Taupo, Whangamata, there'd be stories about riots and liquor bans, and it was really quite unorganised. And we'd noticed a lot of friends starting to head over to Australia and started talking about this party, and we thought, where could we have it? Do we want to have it in Hawke's Bay, Queenstown? What kind of music should we get? Obviously our band was going to headline. At the time I was living with a Gisborne lad called Andrew Witters, and his family's never been shy of a good idea. His father was quite an established entrepreneur on the East Coast and ran quite a successful tomato processing company called Sedenco and listed it on the stock exchange. He was someone that had a bit of capital and always looking for a next opportunity. So I saw on the wall of his room one day this photo of his vineyard, the family vineyard, Waiheka Estate, where we hold the festival, and it seemed like a perfect fit. Gisborne would be a great summer destination. It had the road trip aspect. The vineyard looked amazing from the photos, and we raised the idea with Andrew of having the summer party, yet unnamed, at Waiheka Estate. He thought it was a fantastic idea, but encouraged us to write a letter to his father to seed the idea with him. So we drew up something quite formal. We didn't know Mr. Witters, but we were almost a little bit intimidated by pitching our idea to him, and wrote a letter on the basis that, hey, if we brought a couple of hundred friends to his vineyard, in turn they would then tell their parents about the winery, and we tried to seed it so we could kind of really tickle his fancy, and we did. He said to Andrew, "Get those boys on a flight up to Gisborne to discuss it further." "Right, boys, what's your idea? What's this party that Andrew's been talking about?" And we said, "Well, look, Dean, we've got this idea, Rhythm and Vines. We want to bring and encourage our university friends to come up and have a New Year's party here." He said, "What kind of numbers?" We said, we think we could get 200 people, and 200 to 400 people for that first year. And he peppered us with all sorts of questions that we just made up on the spot, ticket price, camping, sponsors, but we started to flesh out our idea with Dean. We'd set up Rhythm and Vines Limited. Tom and I would be 50% and the Witters family would be 50%. We were able to go back to university. We started drawing up some posters with the Black Seeds, Rhythm and Vines, Gisborne, Waiheka Estate. We started putting tickets on sale with a company called Red Tickets. You may have to sacrifice aspects of your life when you commit to an idea, and I found that very challenging. Tom and I and the Witters family, Andrew, we really took a risk and put ourselves out there to run this party. We're currently looking at different decisions of where we take the festival to maintain that connection with the target market and also keep it fresh for the punters and all of us involved. So take your time to plan and make key decisions about where the business goes.